Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 8. This is hosted by Amy over at CraftyCat. It's her 2026 subscriber prompts. The video was posted on 7/27/26. It's for number 41 green, number 42 hearts. Okay, so what I did was I had some of this textured paper. It's 12 by 12 I got from Hobby. And then I die cut. I guess I could do a die cut here. This background lattice. I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, it's lattice. This is a big die. And if you're new, my daughter and I just got a big kit. So I'm moving this over here. Oops. And oops, I got it backwards. I am missing a little foot, so I may try to order some new feet for this. So, and it must have fell off when I was transporting it back and forth from the kitchen to the bedroom, and my hubby didn't know what it was, and he remembered something like that and tossed it. So all I did was use the this is really thick cardstock, and it's like ledger, and I love the color. I think this is the right size. I did find my ruler. It was in my cart. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. And for the big sty, you only need your bottom cutting plate and the top cutting plate. And put your good side down. So I'll just run this through. It's got to have quite a few pieces come out of it, and I did save those because those would be fun to play with. Okay, so there's that. All right, let me set this aside. And you get this. Oops, I lost a piece. I'll retrieve that later because I am saving these little pieces. I thought it would be fun to play with. So I just basically poked out all these little pieces here. So this is my green. Number 41 green. So I wanted like a textured background, and I did take some vintage photo. This already came textured like this, and I took some vintage photo and just rubbed it over the top to give it, a little bit of color where the texture is. Then let me put these. Let me grab the container. Found my little piece. So just keep them in this empty gum container until I use them. If I don't use them, then I'll just toss them. But it'd be cool to cut these out in different colors and then inlay them in and glue them. That would be fun. So there's that. So that's all I did on this 12 by 12, and then just glued them all down. All right, and now I'll go to the heart. I didn't have any heart dies, but if you watched my Beginner's Guide to Die Cutting 101, we scored a bunch of big sties, and one of them is petal cone. It's a petal cone. It does fold up, but it's a heart shape, so that's what I did. So basically, I'm gonna have to cut that down like I did here to fit on there to go through the machine. So let me pick a spot here. Yeah, I really want it all over, so I'll just trim that and then I'll have some scraps and then I'll cut that out. And then I'll have the part. So let's see here. I want to make sure I have it all over. I'm probably going to be missing just a little bit, but that's okay. I could have glued more, but um, to save time, I glued this ahead of time because I did not want to run it through the die cut machine with it being wet. So that's why I did that ahead of time. So I'm just going to give this a trim and I'll have some full scraps. I love this paper. And I've had this paper for a while, so it's nice to use it up. Okay, so that should work. So now I'll run it through the machine and I'm going to line this up on here like so. You can kind of see the outline. It does cut out some other things like a tag top and a banner, but I haven't played with that yet. So, and this is a die I do not have uh, at my up north home, so it's kind of cool. But it was a heart shaped, and I thought, why not? So I'll cut this out, and then I'll be ready to figure out what I'm doing with these green hearts. Okay, so there's that. It does have a flap because this like folds. I haven't really looked it up to see what all it does, but there's that. All right, so let me get rid of that. And this, because I'm done die cutting. So put this back in my cart. So I was playing around with these hearts. I have an idea. So there's the other one that I cut out, and basically I just cut that extra piece off right there. So I'll do that right now. I did it on the trimmer, but I think for now I'm just going to follow it along. There we go. So there's my two hearts. Now this one I folded because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and the original die folds at the top here for like a cone, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to keep it just like that. So there's my green and my hearts. Amy has these wonderful digitals. These are in her pockets digitals. I want to use this page and I want to put this on a page. So, but I do need to back it with something. Well, I brought her digitals with me. Okay, that's already backed. So let's see. Thought I had some flowers that had some kind of wanted to print. I could put that just because these are pretty heavy. I wanted something sturdy. So let me just buzz through here and see. Okay, that's cool. Let me just do that. I'll glue those two pieces together. So, and then I'll cut it down. So let me glue that now while I'm doing other stuff with that. Excuse me. So I'm just going to use a glue stick. Oh, looks like I didn't put my lid on last time, but that's okay. So you've got my paper. Okay, let's see if I can get this stuck down. I'm gonna just put glue at the top here. And I've seen other people do this, and I'm gonna try to do it because otherwise it's hard to line it up. I'm gonna line up the bottom here. Let me see. I don't think the pattern. Okay. I'm gonna line up. You can see what I'm doing. I'm lining up the bottom here, and I'm just gonna let it rest down. So be somewhat close. I think that'll be good. And then I'll just come back in and hit the rest. And this is some Elmer's Extreme Glue. They used to sell it years ago at Michael's. I had a stash of it, so I'm using it up. I wish they still sold it. So I'll pull this back a little bit and try to hit the rest of this. So it seems like that process worked out pretty good doing it that way. And I'm confident that this glue is going to hold it. So this will give me a nice page for the inside. Because a lot of things I've been making for the 50 stack challenge have been like cards, tags, and whatnot. So um, I want to make a journal out of everything. So I need some pages. Just want to make sure I give it a good dose of glue. So I don't have any bubbles. So I think that's good. All right. Take these out. And then go from the center. Yeah, that worked pretty good. I'll let this dry. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I think it will complement this on the other side. Um, and then I'll trim off the excess. I'm just hoping that my heart is not too big. Maybe I'll do it this way. I could trim off a little bit of the heart if I had to. Okay, so I'll show you my thought for the heart. I took a piece of this tablecloth I got and I cut a square, frayed the edges, and then I took my glue stick and bunched it up like that. So this is my thought, was to, I love these little pockets. These are Amy's pockets. I did stitch embroidery thread, and this is the same color thread I've been using throughout. So this is kind of what I was thinking, what I had. I could put it like this, just so that edge is there, but I don't want it to interfere with the spine. And then have this like that. And then, wait a minute, like this, like that. And then I've got some leaves. I've got everything at the ready behind me. These are from, I believe, Recollection. Did I save the paper? Yeah, I did. Recollection. Paper leaves. You get a lot in one package. So this is what I was thinking of doing, like a little something like that. Just a little something out of the pocket right there. I like it. It's different. So I'm going to do that. Now I only have one of these made, so I'll have to make another one. And here's another pocket for this one here. It's a little bit bigger. I did stitch it, hand stitch it all the way around off camera because it took me a bit, but I was just doing it while watching TV. So I do want to distress the edges before I forget because I'm not very good with fussy cutting. So I'm just going to hit up the edges and maybe in here where my needle poked the holes. So it's not showing. I was gonna do up top, but I love the little closure here and I didn't want to take away from that. It's just a faux stitching. I'm gonna glue it down, but it looks like it's hand stitched down. I really like doing that. So I'm just gonna hit it up to, there you go. Let me do this one while I'm at it. And this one here is kind of like an odd shaped pocket and I just stitched the top. This one here I used the Memory Keepers punch tool set. I've shared that in another video. It's a really cool set. I just ran it across the top and then started stitching. So if you haven't seen Amy's pocket digitals, they are amazing. She has tons of pockets. Okay, I think that's good there. So, wondering if I want to do the outside of this. Yeah, I'm going to do the outside of. Just so it defines the heart. Okay, pretty good. I like that paper. I might, if I see it again, I'll probably get another piece of that paper because I really like it. Yeah, I'm sure it's like one sheet, uh, like in their specialty paper, but it has a nice texture and it goes well with what I've been doing for Amy's challenge. So if you haven't seen my video yesterday, my daughter was off and we got to release some of her butterflies that she raises them. Um, yeah, it was pretty pretty special. Teaching me how to grab them out of the cage and let them go so they can be free. All right, so what I need is, let me grab 3 more of these because that's the color that I kind of like. So one of those, excuse me, a green one, and this one. Let's go with a lighter. Yeah, so those will work. I can put this away. Okay, so I need another piece of this. So this is, oh, that might work. Is that big enough? No, I need a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna scrunch it up. This is a, like a tablecloth that I cut up. Yeah, I got it at a church sale. So let me see, not sure how big. You just cut a square. I want it bigger than I think because I'm gonna have to, I want to bunch it up. That should work. What I like about this, oops, I don't need that. Tablecloth is it's cotton, so you can fray it pretty easily. So there's that. I just like the look of the frayed edge. Okay, so there's that. Where did my other piece go that I already made? It must be in with my, it got stuck on something, I'm sure. Okay. We've got gremlins again. Where did that piece go? What the heck? I know that's not the piece. Didn't get stuck in there. Okay, let me just take a moment to figure this out. Oh, here it is. It got caught up in everything. Okay, where's the piece that I cut? This is turning into a circus, isn't it? It's not that piece. Okay, right there. All right. There we go. Yeah, I like the look of the frayed look. So we did that. She had 2 females. She knows what everyone is. I guess the spots or something tells the that they're the sex of them. And then we got to let them go. She has many more that are in the. She calls them something else, but I call them cocoons. But she raises them by hand. She collects the eggs, and if she didn't do that, the ants and the wasps and whatnot would eat them, and they would never be. And there, I had no idea there was so many different types. The other exciting news is if you didn't see my butterfly page, I did, it was an inspiration by Eve Spade, and I did a short video, and I got up this morning and looked, and it had hit 1K views, which I was like, what? How can that happen? So I'm just trying to pull some of these. I want a pretty good I don't know, I think my light's flashing again on me. I've got an extra light over here. I just want a good amount of frayed on the edge. So I'm just keep gonna go around and do this. That's why I did the other stuff off camera, because it would have taken too long and I wanted this stuff to be dry. I like how that turned out. Would be a great masterboard to add other elements on top of it as well, like flowers or something. That would be cool. I just need more down here. You can take a needle and kind of pull it out. I'm just trying to use my fingernail here and do that. All right, let me get a few over here and I think that'll do it. Okay, that should be good. I love the feel of this. All right, so I guess let me do one. Um, so one's going to go on this side because it's going to go on either side of the page. Let me cut this down to see where I'm at first. I have sorry about you, my cutter. I'm going to cut this down and then fold it in half. Did I get it? Still have an edge? No, I'm good. Okay. So I'm just going to trim it all the way around. I don't want to take off too much because I want my heart to fit on there, but I guess I could trim it a little bit if I had to. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we have it's best to do it on something uh, solid right there, but I think this is going to work out. Okay, so I'm that way, and I'm going to go this way. Okay, so before I start, I think I'm going to, I want to cut off a little bit more. I think I'm going to just dress the edges before I start. I think my trimmer needs a new blade, but I won't hold it against it because it's still wet. Back home, I have the big, heavy-duty Fiskars trimmer. I don't see those in the store anymore. They used to carry them well, I would see them at Joann's. Michael's used to carry them, but I don't know if they do. I'll have to look. But that thing will cut like chipboard on a dime. Just gonna go all the way around. So I have to worry about it later. This reminds me of grunge. I'm not a grungy person. I don't do grunge. I will say though that Caryl with Free Spirit Arts and Tammy Van Antwerp are doing Go Grunge, hashtag Go Grunge this month. So if you're into grunge, please go check them out and join in. I am doing butterflies this month with my daughter's butterfly sanctuary kit. So, and then in between doing prompt. All right, I got a bunch of nonsense here from the. Just gonna grab a. I did forget to bring a paper towel in, so but I do have some napkins in here. Let me just get all this. That's just from the distressing. Okay, so now that I have that, now I just got to figure out where my hearts are going to go. So I want my heart to go like this, and I want it to be a pocket. So I'm wondering, I think I'll decorate the heart, then put it down. So this is going to go, I already have this done. I want it to be, I don't want it to be, I want it to be close to the edge, but not interfere with opening and closing the spine. And I still want to see the heart. So I think that's going to go like that. I'll put that down first. I'll just do layers. And then this pocket's going to go like that. I like that. Okay. All right. I really don't want to use Fabri-Tac because it will show through. I'm going to use my glue stick. And because I use glue stick to hold this together, I mean, it's stuck. Then if it doesn't stick, I can probably sneak some Fabri-Tac underneath once it's down. That way I know, I can put it in places where it's not going to show through. So let me do this. I'm just going to give this a good douse. Oops. Just to tack it down. Grab my tweezers. So I want this kind of oops, like this. So it's showing up that way. Like that. Right. And then let's see, my pockets is here. This is going to go like this, and then I need 3. I got too many leaves. I don't want to use that one. It's too dark. These were a nice find. Target had them in their dollar spot for $1. Of course, they want quick. Okay, so there's 3. Oops, that's not 3. Okay, these 3. So I kind of want this. I do need an orange one. Is that an orange? And yellow. And green. I think I like that green better. I don't know, I got too many leaves out. Okay, I want that in the middle, but on top, because I want to see the green. So I'm going to do this, and this, like they're just poking out of the pocket. I can't have this. Okay. Just making sure I'm staying away from that edge. Like that. Just like that. Okay. Don't move. All right, now here is where I can use the Fabri-Tac, the beacon. It's basically the same as the 3-in-1. So I am going to put this one down first. Just going to tack it because I don't want them to move. Give it a sec. And then I'm going to sneak in here and put a blob there. Oops. And just give it a sec. Oops. Come on. And then I'm going to put some in here. Okay. So there's that. Oops. Guess I got a little crazy with that glue. But they're on there. Now once I glue the pocket on, so the pocket's going to go like this. I want it right to the edge. And then this is going to go like that. Right there. Okay. And I'm going to glue the whole thing totally down. It's not going to be something you can put something in. This will be something you can tuck something in. So I'm really loving that. And I have a funny story. Drove my daughter crazy probably for 1 to 2 days of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this. I had a vision with this heart thing and I just couldn't get it together. I'm just not very good with, layering and collaging, but I'm getting there. The more I do, the easier it gets. Like, just do it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, this is where a cast iron would come in handy. I have one up north. I should look for one for here. Okay, that's really cool. So I'm just gonna try to press that down. All right. Pretty neat. I like it. I like the little pop of frayed edge out the top with a little white color to just try to, I just love that. Okay, that's cool. All right, so this is going to go on here. So I'm wondering, do I just go ahead and put it down? I want it to go to the bottom like that, over to the edge, and then this will still open. All right, that heart is just spot on. All right, I'm just thinking where I'm going to glue. Do I want to glue this so it stays down and just have a small little pocket? I think I'm going to glue here and here. I can add more glue later if I don't like this flapping, but I think it's going to be okay because this is pretty strong paper. So I'm just going to go for it. Wait a minute, what time? 39 minutes. Okay, doing good. I have a habit of going over time, so. Anything over, I think, 55 minutes, it just takes longer to upload. Okay, so I want this down here and over to the edge. There we go. Oops. I need to get one of those tools. Those little rubber tools from a little bit of overage from the glue. I'm going to try to get it now because it'll just rub right off. Put that there. Okay. Do have one of those little erasers that works. Let me make sure I get this. I'm gonna make sure it's dry first before I use the eraser because it just gums it up. Oops. I got a little bit of that green paper coming out. Let me use my, what is this? Art glitter glue. Just put a little dab right there. Yep. Okay, that'll work. I think that worked out pretty good actually. You know, I did it there too. A little rough with the top paper. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I just need a tag to put in there. I'll show you this one here. So see, it's a nice little pocket. I like that. Okay, let me do the other side. All right, let's see, what do we have here? So I'm gonna have to bunch this up. This one's gonna go on this side. So I really like that. I like that whole giddy up. This is gonna go here. Like this. Just like that. So I gotta make sure my fabric is bunched up enough. So basically just like eyeballed it. I don't think I need to bunch it up. This is a bigger pocket. Yeah, I need to bunch it up. Is that gonna be good? That might be good. Okay. Get some glue. Just gonna put some glue stick here. That's what I did on the last one. I can still see my fold. Just to hold it. It held it pretty good, I will say. This stuff's pretty good with fabric. Okay. Is that gonna work? A little bit out that way. I like it. Okay. So I gotta get my placement of my flowers. This one's a little bit bigger pocket, so, or placement of my leaves. So what did I do? I decided to orange here, then green. I want the green up a little further, and then yellow. Oops. They're just a little fiddly. I want this on the bottom. Excuse me. I need to take a drink of water, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I want this on the bottom. Like that. And that one there, maybe? This. Down a little bit. There we go. So they're just sticking out. This pocket's just a little bit different. I still want to see the frayed stuff, the linen. Down right there. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. I'm just gonna glue it, or I'll be here all day. So let me sneak some stuff under here. There's that one. It does show through the leaves, so I'm being mindful this time to try to get it down low where the pocket is. Just gonna hold it for a sec. And these leaves, they're great texture. I like them. They're not like stiff. They're very pliable. So there's that. So I just put that on there. I need to clean this off. The one tip I can say when cleaning this off is not to be too aggressive when cleaning this off, bending this, because you can crack it like right here. Then the air will get in there and it'll dry up real quick on you. And I know that from experience, being too rough with it. Just gonna give this a quick, because I got fabric on there. There we go. All right, I think I'm ready for my pocket. I love it. Okay, let me just get a visual. I did that wrong, didn't I? No, maybe not. Okay, I do want it over there. All right, so that's going to go like that. And then this is going to go here. I'll go down as far as I can. Just snip that one little. Okay. So this is going to go right there. I like it. All right, I'm going to glue the whole thing down. Um, just get a visual because this is going to go. Oops, I don't have a hold of this. This is going to go just like that. And then this is going to go just like that. Very cool. I'm glad I hand stitched the pockets. I like that little uh, texture feature. So basically, I think everything is pretty much held in there now because that I could tuck some glue in there. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Let me do that. I'll check the other pocket too, just to make sure. Then everything stays. Okay, so there's that, and it kind of looks like there's a little hanky hanging out. So let's see what I got here. Oh, that's stuck down really good. All right, so now I just need to put it down here, like so. I want it close to the edge, like right there. Oops. Now, because I prepped ahead of time, it made it a nice little quick project. I'm just going to give extra glue at the bottom here so it holds it, because whatever I tuck in there is not going to go all the way to that tip there. Okay, I think I can hang on to this with my hands. So I kind of want it here. Like right there. You get that glue, just rub it while it's wet, it'll just slough right off. So I'll make sure I got good contact here. I think that's a really cool page. I love it. I so love it. Uh, I'm sure my daughter's gonna be happy it's over with because we tossed around so many ideas. I like that. I like that a lot. I love these tiny little pockets. I might have to have her print some more of these for me. Yep. Okay, that's it. Where am I? 53 minutes. Doing good. Okay, that's it. That is my share for today for Amy at Crafty Cat, her 50 stack challenge, number 41 green, number 42 hearts. So I'm pretty sure I delivered here. I love it. And I got to use her digitals, which has been the plan. So everything just kind of goes together. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So there's a nice little pocket here. Pocket here. I can add more glue here if I decide. I may glue that down there just so it doesn't pull from opening and closing. And then you have a pocket here. All right, that's my share for today. Hope everybody has a wonderful day and is doing well. Take good care. Bye.